Life, Jay, is what happens to us as we are trying to implement our plans. And I never woke up and went, I know, I want to be a fiduciary financial planner. Never happened. Back in 2006 and 2007, I remember everyone was a mortgage advisor. And my then boss suggested that I speak with a guy who was in what he termed the edge fund business. And that person was John Sant, who founded a company called Altegris, which was a platform of feeder funds essentially into large, well-known institutional alternative investment manager names. Paulson, SAC, Brevin Howard, Citadel, Winton, et cetera, et cetera.
Small names in the industry. Small boutique names that nobody's heard of. Yeah.
Google them. So my job was to travel around the country and consult financial advisors on how to implement those managers in the broader context of a portfolio for those financial advisors, high net worth and ultra high net worth clients. And one of the unintended products of that career, which spanned about a decade, was learning so much about what financial advisors do, but way more importantly, what so many of them don't do, because I used to see it all the time. I wasn't just meeting with advisors or their research teams. I would very commonly meet with the advisors and clients because it was more of a technical explanation when you're dealing with managers with those types of strategies. So my grandmother ended up having a massive stroke, and I had known for a couple years before that point in time that I was tired of consulting financial advisors and living out of a suitcase. So I took it upon myself to resign from that career, go to West Virginia, of all places, live in her home and spend time with her in the nursing home every day until she eventually transitioned to the spiritual side. At which point, Jay, I think I did what so many of us in the industry want to do. I hopped on a Harley and I rode around the country for about a year, and with this great big beard and really long hair, and I would do it again in a heartbeat, except I'm now married with 2 children. So that's off the table.
That would make it a lot harder, obviously. Now, do you have pictures of your days in that beard?
Not that I share publicly, but I am happy to share those offline for you or any of our mutual industry contacts that have an interest in seeing.
Since I knew that story in advance, I should have asked for a picture because that would have made this episode a lot more interesting. But
I tell you what, if someone wants to see the version of me with long hair, tweet to me at Vance Barse, show me the hair, bro, and I'll go ahead and put up some pictures. But to answer your question, I ended up moving back to San Diego, and I put a Facebook post up asking if there were any of the industry contacts that knew of an advisor that wanted to sell all or part of her or his practice. And Wayne Bloom, the Commonwealth CEO, reached out and he said, "You meet none of our requirements. We'd love to have you." And that's how I became a financial advisor.